Log date, May 19th. Currently, I'm standing in front of my bedroom mirror. It's one of those old oval ones with the golden frame that spins around on its hinges. It's probably been here as long as everything else in the house has, though I haven't used it in a while. Over the ages, dark, yellowish silver blobs have crawled over the surface, staining it with their shimmer. They almost look like little pearls or some precious stone. I could still see a few newer specks on it, though. Little bits of white dust I could probably swipe off. I'm a bit nervous to get fingerprints on it, though. So, I'm currently trying to figure out how one dresses appropriately for a block party. Apparently, the tank top and shorts I was wearing earlier weren't right, at least according to Sylvia. She said they were too much like scrubby undergarments or something like that. I guess they are what I wear when I lay around in my room. It's just that I don't really have any other summer clothes. I was gonna wear my normal shirt and jacket, but she said I'd get too hot. I don't really know what I'm supposed to be aiming for, though. She said to try to dress a little less plain, but I don't really know what that means. She suggested I consider what all the other kids in the neighborhood wear as a basis, but I don't really know quite how to interpret that. Bella always has her pink vest she wears, but she always wears shorts and a t-shirt. I guess those are pretty brightly colored. Mine are all just white and black. Those are pretty much the only colors me and Sylvia get our clothes in. I asked Worldstopper for an opinion too, but he didn't really have any more of an idea what to do than I did. He suggested a few outfit ideas, such as my formal suit, but both him and I knew he was off. I felt the awkward rumble in my chest. I think he's only ever been to formal galas, never something this casual. Last time he went to a party was probably sometime around 2000 BC. I guess it doesn't really matter that much what I pick. The truth was, until a few days ago I wasn't even planning on going to this party. It was at dinner the other day that Sylvia brought it up. Apparently, Worldstopper told her about it through Zelgog. She told me that I should go, which is odd of her, because she usually is against me doing anything regarding socializing. I wasn't really considering going, but Worldstopper wanted me to go. He seemed to feel really strongly about it. I could feel the throb in my chest. So I figured I'd try. Before I go, though, I still need to figure out what to wear. I have a t-shirt over here, and I think the shorts will work. Maybe if I spiced it up a little bit? Okay, I think I found something in here. It's a vest. It has a lot of pockets, and it's sort of a grayish-green color. It looks pretty light. The sides are made of some kind of mesh. Yeah, it's a pretty good fit. It makes it look a bit more like an actual outfit. Oh dang, it's getting pretty late. I should probably get heading out. Okay, there we are. All good. Oh, wait. Hey, Worldstopper, how do I look? Okay, great. I'll tell you all about it when I get home, okay? Okay. Sylvia, I'm heading out now. Okay, have a good time. Thanks, I'll do my best. Bye. It's actually pretty nice this evening. It's pleasantly warm and there's a little breeze in the air. We have a few clouds, the long, wispy white kind, which is also good. Not heavy enough to rain, but enough to provide some cover until the sun goes down. I like the rain. It probably wouldn't be super good if it rained today, though, as everyone's going to be doing activities outside. The truth is, I'm kind of nervous. I haven't really been to a lot of parties before, not even when I was little. Both Sylvia and I kept a distance between ourselves and other people. It's what I've been taught to do ever since I was little, for the sake of my protection. She didn't want me to spill too much to anyone else about our situation. I think she was also partially worried I would try to show someone him again. I'm sorry, I can't say his name out here. Someone might hear me. I sure as hell learned my lesson the first time I tried to show him to someone else, and I wouldn't have ever thought about doing it again. Still, she was worried. I guess she thought if I got too close to someone else, I would be tricked into thinking it was safe again, thinking that love and trust could ever patch the damage of my terrible secret. But now, here I am, going to talk to a bunch of strangers in Bella Armin's backyard. There'll probably be kids from her school there, probably Sky, as they're her partner and such. I wonder if people will notice that I never pull out my guardian. They probably will. But I'll just use my old late bloomer excuse, like always. The one which is slowly losing its believability every moment that ticks by. I guess I'll just try to have a good time. That's why Sylvia and him wanted me to go anyway, so I could just have fun. Still, I could have fun at home in my room listening to my records or playing solitaire. That would certainly involve a lot less sweating and anxiety than this will. I can feel my heart pounding against my chest. Okay. I just have to get it together. Try to enjoy myself. I can see the house up ahead. I'm gonna shut this off for now. I'll record more in a bit about the party and stuff. Akira, out. I'm back. Currently, I'm sitting on the swing in the back of Bella's house. I got to the party about a half an hour ago. Bella welcomed me in, and as I guessed, Sky was with her. She led me into the backyard where everyone was hanging out. Adults, kids, everyone was squeezed into the yard like cattle in a pen. Everyone seemed to be having a good time, though. They were talking and laughing and such. Bella's dad had set up a grill next to the corner of the yard, one of those little round ones. His guardian, a big, muscular stone silhouette bathed in flames, was helping him cook the food. From what I can tell, he can control fire. I got a burger, and now I'm sitting over here. It looks like a nice, quiet place to eat. I can see Bella from over here, chatting with some of her friends. I wonder what they're talking about. Maybe the things they do with their school. I don't really know what public schools are like. I can't really imagine what learning in a place with other people is like. It must be hard to focus with that many other kids around you, being able to hear the scratching of their pencils and the flipping of their textbook pages as you try to do your own work. It sounds agitating. Still, I know most kids my age know their friends from school. I guess it's a lot easier to talk to people when you see them routinely for an entire year. There's a much higher chance you'll bump into someone you know than if you just wander outside in your neighborhood every once in a while. I guess that's one of the reasons I'm homeschooled. More seclusion from others.
Hey, Akira.
Oh, hi.
Thought I lost you back there. Me and Sky and some of the other girls are sitting over at the picnic table. You want to come join?
Sure. Hey, I'm back. Sorry about the sudden pause. I had to stop short because Bella invited me to eat with her. It was alright. Her friends were kinda strange. I guess I find most people strange, though, as I'm not super used to them. Sky was at the table with us again, as expected. I said hello, and they gave their normal sup. I recognized Bethany and one other girl I've seen hanging around with Bella sometimes, but the rest of the faces were pretty new to me. There was a boy with glasses who had a sketchbook laid out on the table in front of him. He was drawing what looked to be the tree across the yard from us. It was rather detailed, despite the fact the object he was drawing was so far away. He pointed out to me that there was a bug in my hair. I picked it out, and it turned out to be just a tiny little black one, which I would have thought would have been invisible to him from his side of the table. When I asked him how he noticed it, he said he had telescopic vision, probably an ability granted to him by his guardian, a little black puff with large, glassy eyes that knocked into my foot like a puppy under the table a few minutes later. I assume it was probably sitting here the whole time. The boy's ability unsettles me, though. Under his vision, I felt I lacked privacy. The other new figure at the table was a girl with deep, night sky blue hair and pale skin. She looked at me strangely throughout our meal sometimes, I noticed. I can't quite describe it. Her eyes cool, a smile lining her lips. Occasionally, she would gently trace her fingers around the rim of her cup. She said that I had nice hair, and I thanked her for the compliment. I asked her name. I believe it was Lucia. She was probably the one who spoke to me the most. She told me Bella had said I lived around the neighborhood and asked me how I liked to spend my days. I told her I liked to listen to music, mostly 60s stuff like the Beatles and such, and about the record player I have in my room. I think she found that cool. At one point in our conversation, she swirled her hand around her cup and the soda inside froze solid. I was shocked for a moment, and I think she saw it. She simply laughed as a silhouette of bluish mist floated out from behind her back. He was about the same size as she was. It was no wonder I didn't notice him before. His transparent form blends right into everything else if you aren't looking for him, except for his glowing, bright red eyes. I asked Lucia for his name, which was Temperate. His ability, made clear by his name, is to control the rise or fall of temperature in a chosen area. Apparently she uses it to impress her school friends a lot. I guess you can't always see that temperance there when she summons him, so it can be a bit surprising. Then she asked me about my guardian. I told her I didn't have one. She didn't seem to react to that too strongly, thankfully. They all seemed to know each other well, so it was a bit hard to get into the conversation. School seemed to come up a lot, but not anything about their studies. Mostly about other people they knew there, or events like fairs or dances and stuff. I didn't really have much to contribute, as I've never been to a dance, only seen them in movies or on TV. I didn't really have much to share in return. My home life is pretty routine, and Sylvia probably wouldn't want me talking about it too much. The group also sometimes made jokes I didn't understand. Something about the froggy-otomy? I have no idea what that means. Not even Sylvia would have a book to tell me what that means. Right now, I'm back on my swing. The sky's getting dark. Stars are starting to appear. Everyone still seems wild and excited, though. I can still hear the kids in the bouncy castle screaming. I don't understand how everyone manages to maintain this much energy. Maybe it's just because they go out more? I should probably get home soon, though. Sylvia will get upset if I stay out too late. Not that she never stays up late, always up poring over her books. Anyways,
Hey!
Oh, hi, Lucia.
I saw you hanging out here all alone. Bella's dad just started up a game of glow stick hoops, if you're interested.
I'm alright, but thanks for offering.
Well, I brought you one anyways. I've always liked them. There's just something so cool about the way they light up, you know?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I don't think I've seen one of these since I was a little kid.
You like?
Yeah, it's pretty.
Here's the connector, if you want to wear it.
Thanks.
Looks nice.
Thank you.
Yeah, I thought you might like the green. Mind if I sit?
Sure.
You know, I've been around here quite a few times, but I've never seen you before. I'm pretty sure I would have remembered bumping into someone like you.
What do you mean?
Cute hair, pretty eyes. I've also been told that you wear a rather suave coat on a regular basis. However, your little vest is really getting to me too.
Thank you. To be honest, I wasn't sure about it.
Well, it suits you.
Thanks.
Do you see that spot up in the sky?
Yeah?
That's Venus. At least, according to Thompson, it is. I always found it pretty. From here, it just looks like a really bright star. The brightest star in the sky.
Yeah.
You can see it before you see a lot of the other stars.
Yeah, Sylvia's only taught me a bit about stars. I guess they don't come up a lot in her work, so...
I understand. Most of the things I know are either from when I was very little or from Thompson. He likes to sketch star formations, along with a lot of other things. I don't think Scopio can zoom them far enough in to see the actual things clearly, though. Also, it probably wouldn't be very good for his vision.
Yeah.
So what's your favorite thing in the night sky?
I'm not sure. I mean, the moon is pretty.
Ah, yes. The moon is really pretty. Easily the brightest light in the night sky. It's pretty impressive when it's full.
Yeah, it is.
For mine, I'm gonna have to go with Pluto. I'm not sure if you can see it around this time of year, but it's always been my favorite since I was little. You know? Because the ice.
I understand that. You thought it was a kind of winter wonderland sort of thing?
Yeah, I thought it was all blue ice across the surface. Maybe even with some caves. Below ground, full of crystals. Sadly, when I got older, I learned it wasn't anything like that. More like a barren wasteland. Most of the ice frozen there isn't even water.
Yeah. Must have been disappointing to find that out.
Definitely. Then they kicked it out of the whole being a planet position.
Yeah.
I guess beautiful things don't always get the recognition they deserve. I'll have to ask Thompson if he knows when it's supposed to show up in the sky. And when it does, it'll probably just look like another star, though. Just a little speck up in the sky.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll have to show it to you sometime when I figure that out.
Show it to me?
Of course. Someone as bright as this guy should get to see it more, right? You're cute. I can't see it in the dark, but I just lit up your face, didn't I? I did.
Hey, Lucia, get over here. We gotta give Beth a hand. She's down for the count.
Well, it appears I've been called. You enjoy the sky. If you ever want to see some more stars, just call me, okay?
Okay.
Well, See you soon.
Dang it, I forgot to turn this thing off again. Hey, I just got back from the party at Bella's. It was alright overall. Things could have gone a lot worse. I talked to people, I got outside. And I got this. A phone number from that girl at the party, Lucia. She passed it to me right at the end of the conversation we had, the one I accidentally got on tape. I really need to remember to shut this thing off when I get interrupted. I feel like I'm invading others' privacy. So, anyway, she gave it to me. I could feel the tip of the paper heat up a bit when she handed it to me. It had the same kind of warmth as a stone sitting quietly in the evening. Soft and inviting. It made me shiver. I think she was flirting with me. I've never really had anyone flirt with me. I've just read about it and stuff like that. It felt strange. Something about the way she spoke to me made me feel nauseous. Not in the way I get in cars or anything. There's more adrenaline to it. I could feel her eyes on me, her attention. For some reason, she decided I was worth the time. I can't call this number. There's no way in hell. If I were to get into a relationship with anyone, there would be some things I couldn't keep secret from them. They'd be far too close to me to ever ignore the cracks in my facade, the flimsiness of my lies. One day, I'd have to show them my guardian. After all, I'm getting far past the age where I'm supposed to have one, and when they saw World Stopper, all their love for me would drain away. He marks me as what I am, Kronos' offspring, a monster who now holds his power and is every bit as capable of destruction as he was. I just feel kind of funny about tonight as a whole. I guess I talked a bit, but still, it all felt so overwhelming. I don't know what to think. I should have just stayed at home with my vinyls. I guess I'll go finish organizing those now. Not much else to do. I don't really feel like talking to anyone about the party. Sylvia's probably too busy in her study anyway. Well, I guess that's it for today. Akira, out. Hey, thanks for listening to The Girl Who Could Stop Time. If you're interested in getting news and updates about our podcast, please consider subscribing to our socials at Akira GWCST on Twitter and at The Girl Who Could Stop Time on Instagram. The voice of Akira was done by Kira Fleming. The voice of Sylvia was done by Heather Fleming. The voice of Bella was done by Ollie Turner. The voice of Lucia was done by Mina Fleming. The script for this episode was written by Kira Fleming. The script for this episode was edited by Samuel Galbraith. The audio was edited by Kira Fleming. Title theme, Uncertainty, was composed and performed by Timothy Fleming. Ending theme, Warmth, was composed and performed by Timothy Fleming. This episode was edited using Ferret Recording Studio. We hope you enjoyed the episode and will tune in for Akira's next entry.